Obviously, good win. Thought we did a lot of things well, overcoming the first turnover in the first series. Defensively, held them to a field goal. I thought we defended them really well, and then offensively, I felt like we did a great job at the line of scrimmage. So our run numbers, our pass numbers, all of it was kind of lopsided. So proud of how we played, coming off of last week's win. Those analytics are a pain when you look at them. And I'm glad we addressed it at the start of the week. It's a mistake I made years ago, not talking about it. And we just discussed it. And they did the same thing when we were discussing the road game before London. So good win. Any questions?
A lot of good obviously offensively, but R.J. Harvey, 3 touchdowns to get Pat Bryant 1, 2. What do those guys just mean, not only today, but as rookies sort of going forward?
A lot of production from the rookie class. Maybe they read someone's article, I don't know. But yeah, interception, touchdowns, I mean, it's great to see them moving, getting the experience. Sometimes it's more difficult, but Jade had the interception right before the half. That was a big play. Pat, all of it was good. It's hard to predict sometimes when you're putting your plan together. Our video guy, Joe Harrington, we do a hotel tape at night, and the last 11 plays are plays that I think are touchdowns. And he basically gave me the fight song of everybody that was a skilled player. And so we saw a play that we thought Trout might score on. We heard the Dayton fight song, then before the play, and so that they know that. And we saw Central Florida. None of the players knew the name of their fight songs except Mims. But anyway, it was good to see those guys have success.
Coach to your left, when you have a performance like that, what does it say to you and to the team about the offensive potential and kind of what this group can do moving forward?
And the biggest thing, I thought the work week was uniquely different, and I thought they handled that challenge of that coming off of a crazy comeback challenge. The numbers are awful. And so I'm glad we addressed it at the start of the week. Leaving the stadium Sunday last week, I remember reaching out to Tony, and I said, I want the analytics, 5 minutes, the whole. And then Joe Harrington literally put it in a 60-second film, every one of those events, and then the following week, the other team taking a knee. And so our guys saw that right away, and they met the challenge, and they played well.
Sean, how do you think Abrams, Drain, and the others sort of handled losing the reigning Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, I thought pretty good. Proud of them. You don't like to see that happen. You never know when a player goes down, the next man is up. Not going to discuss any of the players that were injured at all, but I was proud of the guys that had to go play when someone went down.
Coach, 44 points is the most points scored. Were there any game balls given out after the win, since it was a really big one?
So it was the first time we had the Battle of Arkansas between the Jones family and the Walton family. So Kerry and Rob got the Battle of Arkansas game ball. We'll have a chance to look at the tape. But, ownership's been great, and it's a good win. It's a good win.
Sean, can you just talk about what you thought were some of the keys in slowing down the NFL's #1 offense?
Fair question. I thought, it's hard to sack him, but I thought we affected him. And that was important. I thought our red zone defense forcing, the very quick sudden change, forcing a field goal. I thought those were important plays for us. And then I just didn't think they could keep up with what we were doing. So I had said to the defense periodically, can you guys keep up with us? And, yeah, I thought it was a pretty one-sided game.
Sean, you've talked a lot about how Bill Parcells used to, tell you about how there's multiple ways to win a game. And
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't. You come to the stadium, you have your work week, and I didn't know how the game would unfold. I loved the fact that we took one of the top defenses in football against one of the best offenses, and we won. All right, on that side of it. And then the other side of it, it wasn't close. So I was proud of our defense. We challenged them like, hey, we'll get a chance to see, we're not playing maybe some of the teams we've had prior, but they responded.
Sean, maybe it's a little thing because lots of backs will take the snap, but when you've got a guy that grew up playing quarterback, does that give a little extra level of security to a Wildcat snap for Harvey?
Yeah, it's been in for a while. We had a handful of plays today that have been in. Sometimes plays stay in because they still fit. So that's been in quite a while. RJ's third down call's been in for like 5 weeks. It's a man zone read. We put him outside of the tight end. We saw the linebacker. We climb him back in. And so there's some of those plays that you're like, all right, they can come off the call sheet. You've just been running them. But, yeah, clearly he's comfortable getting a snap. And, when you take the quarterback and someone leaves to cover him, then you kind of get your numbers back. You're really playing 10 on 10.
Yeah, Sean, Dallas was last in the league in defense, and plus they had a lot of injuries. Did you go into this game thinking?
We wanted to keep them last. That we went into the game. We recognized the injuries. There's a lot of injuries, on our team throughout the league. That was unimportant to us. We just went in the game focusing really on what we do well. And, there were a handful of plays that Troy's touchdown was matchup driven, boundary corner. I think he was teammates with Bo and Troy at Oregon at one point. That's part of the game.
Hey, Coach, you just mentioned Troy Franklin. I wanted to ask about him. Another big day. Was that more of exploiting a mismatch for him, or just continued?
His last touchdown was whiplash. It really is hard to go into a game and say, I think such and such is. It's hard to predict that. Cortland or there are all these different opportunities, and they just unfold sometimes in a certain way. In that video last night, though, there were 2 or 3 Oregon fight songs. There were 2 or 3 SMU, the whole group of them, and it's just hard it's hard to predict how it comes out.
Sean, just the efficiency that Bo operated with today, did you feel like he was through the pick on the first possession?
Yeah, he just, his feet got away from him a little, but, he bounced right back. He was magnificent. He was outstanding.